Hey there, Global Inspiration Nation. How you doing today? I hope everyone is having a phenomenal, wonderful day, evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. Global Inspiration Nation. Today we're talking about visualization, really how to stay in high frequency. So if you're following the journey, yesterday I had spoken about the falling apart of Amazon affiliates, and it kind of stung a little bit as that did not was able to push through on that dynamic. And today, as I woke up, I was a little down and out. And in order to lift and raise the frequency, raise the bar, raise it up, right? I had to push forward. And so by doing so, I had to find ways to do so. So there are great techniques to do in order to help raise the vibration in order to get yourself out of a funk. And the funk to do, and to do that, you can sing songs, go into like deep visualizations about your future and dynamics of that. Another thing I did was wrote some songs, and I got into. So I'll speak from like a paying it forward type of thing. Another thing you guys can do is you guys can go into creative writing. Creative writing also really helps to pull you out of a funk and stay in the higher vibrations within yourself in creating. Also creating like mantras and singing to it. There's a person that I follow along with. How she's a joy coach. Her name is Astra Fox, and she does a lot of these like singing mantras as well. And this helps raise the vibration within ourselves. And she also helped me in creating a singing mantra for myself to help stay in the flow of creating and creating with so some of the things that like to get going, moving forward, going in, yeah, just is singing. I have a mantra that I sing to help me stay in the creation, stay in creation, and that is, I am in the flow, flow, flow with a cup of Joe, Joe, Joe. I will then let go, 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 and it will create more flow. All right. So it always tickles me. And then it helps me also push forward. Another thing to do, which I did tonight, is go out and look at cars. Go out and start visualizing. Go out and go to your dream car and test drive it. Tonight I went out and went out to a Toyota dealership. Is Toyota my dream car? I don't know. Probably not. It's probably other cars that I want to get. But Toyota is a car that I've gone to, and it's nearby, and it has like really high mileage. Toyotas usually last really long. So I was walking around a Toyota car lot tonight, just in pure visualization, visualizing my future, visualizing the car to drive, visualizing my wife, my future hot wife sitting next to me as we drive down to our Malibu house mansion overlooking the ocean, right? So it's visualize your future. So these are techniques to really help you to rise up and overcome any emotional blockages that may come, especially during this season of autumn. We're going into like the Halloween season and beyond. So we're going into like longer nights, and that does affect mood and the way that we create, and it can really put douse our creativity. So it's really good to just like find these things to really like raise yourself up, raise the vibration, woo woo, and stay above. I mean, by doing so, it also helps other people around your area, around you as well. So it creates like this like ripple effect. And so, anyways, so type down in the bottom below, what is it you do to help yourself stay in higher vibrations? Drop it in the comments and let's start a dialogue. Let's help other people stay in higher vibrations as well. And together, we can build a wonderful, beautiful community as we all co-create together, and we make the world a better place for you and for me, right? for me and for you. Together we will. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah. Oh, another thing. So one of the things I was struggling with really quick was reading. I am a person who has been labeled as ADHD. ADHD. For people that aren't aware what that stands for, it is attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Disorder. I don't believe in disorders. I think these are labels that people have given us, and we as a society have collectively just agreed upon it, and it like has really screwed up a generation. So I am a person who's wanting to shatter stereotypes and just break them, just like the whole thing about addiction. Once an addict, always an addict. Well, okay, heroin, methamphetamines, broken, shattered, all that, and helping other people break and shatter these like stupid stereotypes and labels that really set us back. And so with the ADHD, I have a person who believed this as well, and so really struggled with like the reading and learning, and like believing I had a learning disability, and that has really stunted a lot of my growth growing up. And I am a firm believer that there is no such thing, as long and so is also Satguru. Satguru doesn't believe in it. He talks about this. Dan Depani, he talks about this. So a lot of these, like even spiritual leaders and these spiritual gurus talk about there's no such thing as these labels like elemental P, ADD, ADHD, JK, no such thing. These are just made up, and I believe it. Like, trust me, I am an advocate of this because I am the one. I'll speak from a personal point of view. I've been labeled with all sorts of things, and like I've just completely just like obliterate them left and right. And so, like, I want to help other people do the same. I do not like these stupid labels that we have been given, and they're ridiculous. And we need to get rid of them. It's stunting us. So one of the things that likes helping me with that to stay in the higher vibrations, right, and being able to read books, because I've really struggled with reading books. I always listen to audibles. That's like I've come to like learn like there's a way there's a way that you can find out the best way that you learn. It's either audio, visual, like kinesthetics, like getting into it, like doing the activity, or like reading. So there are like 4 different ways that people learn, and they learn one of the 4 bet people learn the best out of the 4 ways that people learn. These are the 4 ways that people learn, and you and I learn the best through one of them. I personally learned through doing and seeing and hearing. And there's a way to identify that. There's you can take a little test thing. I can help you with that as well as a coach. I can help you identify what it is that you learn. But anyways, one of the lower ones was for me was physical reading, like reading books. And so I am a writer. I love to write, and I've always been a really good writer, and I've always really, really loved writing. So what I'm challenging myself to do, and I challenge you guys to do this as well. If you find yourself struggling with reading, or if you've been labeled with this ridiculous non-existing label that we've accepted as ADHD, and you believe deep down that you don't really have it, there's no such thing, and you know that it's like ridiculous, you just need to overcome it, it's about focus, then I challenge you as well what I'm doing, and that would be to do long form creative writing, and then from there go back and read your own writing. That is what I'm doing. I'm actually finding myself very much struggling with it, even though it's my own writing. I'm doing like very long form creative writing, and I go back and I read it. The writing flows. I can just write all day long, but going back and reading it, going like, oh, does that make sense? Did I jump around? Was I kind of scattered within this? Did I lose my train of thought halfway through it and pick up somewhere else? So like I'm going back to read it just to make sure it's within a flow format. And I'm finding myself very like struggling very much to read my own writing. And so I'm aware that it's awareness within our mind that we need to sharpen. We have to build that awareness. We have to build that muscle. And so that's what I'm doing. And I challenge any of you guys to do the same, to chat, to create long form writing within yourself, because it is now your writing. So it's a mind hack, and it's also like an ego hack. It's just a hack that I challenge you guys to do. Because this way you're not like going like, well, you fall into excuses. It just doesn't really interest me, or like that's really not my topic. It's your writing. So I was like, no, 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 you can't really say anything like outside of that. And you're in like your subconscious, your ego and your mind, you kind of know that on some level. So you're like, huh. So you start reading it and you're like, why can't I do this? It's challenging. And then, so it's like really just building that muscle. And then when you start getting, if you have any forms of discouragement, just start singing. Singing, there's another song. It's like, I love, what is it called? I, uh, I am a magnet. I attract love, peace, and abundance. I am a magnet. I attract love, peace, and abundance. I trust my gifts. Follow my soul. Here and now. Here and now. I am a magnet. I attract love, peace, and abundance. Right? Let's raise it. And by the way, this is a song by Astor Fox, Joy Coach, who helps, which is a song that I'm doing with her. She's helping us as well. So it's to stay in higher vibrations. And so get up, dance, sing, do anything that you can. So when you find yourself like slipping in the mind, just do these things. Do any kind of trick that you can to like stay above. There you have it. I'm Mr. Michael Adams. This is Keep Inspiration Alive. I am now doing this as a vlogging series from now until we'll just see how it goes. This is the whole fun of doing the process of doing content creation, YouTube, not overthinking it, and helping just move forward, get the information out. That's what I want to help inspire other people to do as well. Don't overthink it. Just go. You have a lot of information, and like Sean Cannell says from Think Media, you are selfish if you keep it to yourself. You can change the world. So let's change the world together, and don't be selfish. Release it. And how do you do it? Go live every single night. Don't worry about the SEO. Don't really worry too much about the thumbnails. Although if you download TubeBuddy, you can get the free version. And when you end these lives, there's like a little thing, and you can hit it, and you can create a really simple thumbnail. TubeBuddy.com, and get the free version. And you can do that. And there's a lot of like little hacks and things. So just keep coming back, and you'll hear more hacks along the way, and life hacks, mind hacks, business hacks, whole bunch of hacks to like really keep you guys up and going. All right, I'm Mr. Michael Adams. And if you got any value out of this, make sure you smash that bell icon, and we'll see you next time. And head on down. And I do got a clothing line in the description below. And I do accept love donations as well to help keep Inspiration alive. Keep going to help you guys and inspire others around the world and coaching. There you have it. See you next time. Toodaloo, people.